Okay, so I've promised and promised and promised I would do this triple easel tutorial for you guys, so I'm going to do it. Hopefully you will be able to see everything I'm doing, because of the way my situation is set up right now. I don't know if you will be seeing everything, but we are going to try. So I have a piece of cardstock here, and it's 8.5 by 11. And if you want to keep it this long, you can, and then you can score it down the center. However, I want mine to be 10 by 8.5, so I've cut at 10, and then I'm going to get out my scoreboard. Now you have to figure out if you want, how big you want your each easel part, because it's going to be 3, and you have to be able to divide whatever your like this way. It would be 10, so I want to divide that by 3, and so it's going to be 2 and 5/8, no, 7/8, 6 and 7/8, and then the 10. That's how, or you can just go 9 and then do 3, 6, 9. That's another way you can do it, which, to make it easier, why don't we just do that? Let me cut this down to 9. Because whatever you have, you need to make sure that you can times that length by however many easel pieces you want. You can go up to 4 if you're doing a 12 by 12. Problem with that is there's no envelope big enough for it, so you need to hand make those. So first we're going to score this in half on the 8.5 side, so we would be scoring that at 4 1/4. Okay, so I have my score line there at 4 1/4. So this is really heavy, thick paper. So okay, so that's on the 8.5 inch side that we scored. Now when you fold it in half, you want to put it in on the 9 inch side, but you need to open it. So then you're going to score at 3. I'll bring it in and show it to you when I'm finished scoring it, because I can't exactly pull it in. So you score 3 down to the middle line, and then you score 6 down to the middle line. So then you will have 3 spots, and the bottom is like that. Now what you do then is you can either do it on your cutting board or just by hand, and you will cut right on the score mark, right on, not before or after right on the score mark. Okay, so now this is where you can bring out your scoreboard again if you want, but you don't have to. Now this is where you have to decide on, do you want to angle, put this one comes down and face front, okay? So that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to fold my middle right down to the score line. That's my middle tri easel part. I'm going to fold that one right down to the middle. Okay, so that'll sit up once I get it nice and crisply folded, and that one will sit up. Now this is where you have to decide on, do you want your ends to turn out, turn in, how do you want them? So if you turn them in, you're going to fold your corner down to the score line. So it's going to be folded on the triangle. So we have to get that one out of the way. So if we want to fold this one in, okay, we're going to fold it just like that on an angle. Okay, so then it's going to angle out this way. If you want it to angle in the other way, you can do that by simply turning the whole thing over. If you feel like you made a mistake, turn the whole thing over, and then you're gonna have to cut this piece off. See, like right here, you'll see you cut this off. This'll sit here, this'll turn in. Let's do that. And then we'll turn this one. I'll show you what I'm talking about completely. I know I'm probably like losing some of you, but this is, now you're going to figure out where you want to cut your angle. So if this one, oh, I wanted to fold it this way. That's all right, it's just paper. You can do that because you're going to put a cover over it. And then, you know what, you can actually rub, it doesn't disappear, but you can rub out just a little tip, that score line, so it's not so there, you know. So then these will sit this way, and this one will sit down. But we have to cut this, so we're going to snip it down a little. Don't know who's up, but somebody's up and about. So we are going to just cut it in half. Say that, you know, that's about how you want it. So this part is going to be your easel part. This is where the easel, the other card, is going to sit on the front. Okay, so then nothing will be in the way, if you can see what I'm saying here. See that? So this will be up here, this will be in the middle, and then this one, once we put the card front on, that'll be in the middle also. So we can cut this one in half. You know, try to cut it as though you were trying to line that up with that middle easel. So we'll cut that, and then this will sit like so. Okay, so this will be this way. So now let's decorate it, and you will have a little bit better understanding of what I'm talking about now. Okay, so this is going to be the front, the very front. Okay, and these are going to be, they're going to come out a little bit. So this will come down, and this, you can actually, if you wanted to, you can angle that off on this corner here, but it's not unnecessary. And then this will, these will sit like so. So that'll be the piece that we're going to decorate. So now we need to cut 3 pieces that are 3 by however long you want this part to be. Okay, but you're only going to glue it on this part. So we want it to be 3, and then we'll measure it. Okay, so 3, and I'm eyeballing. Okay, just marked it with my fingernail right there, so I know I need to cut that. So it's going to be 3 by 4 1/4 if you want it that long. Now you can stagger and make them longer and shorter if you want. Like this one can go, this middle one can go this way, long ways instead of this way. Okay, so that's how you would do that. And then by 4 1/4 again for the other one. And then we need one more, 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, so here is going to be how the easel part is going to look. So I also have some paper house paper, and the lake is my happy place. Live, love, lake, row, row, row your boat on the lake, go jump in the lake, sit back and relax. So I think, because this is going to be for my husband, we're going to use 2 from here, and then we'll use some stickers. Alright, so how about on lake time? Probably making this harder than it has to be, but this is the only way I can really, you know, I'm actually doing it with you, and talking it out with you on how I would be doing it. Yeah, maybe we'll use this one too, the dock, because that's like where he has to put his boat in order to you know, dock at the boat. So we're going to tape or glue this on, and use your choice of glue. So I'm going to use my ATG over here because I don't have a lot of space for such a big card. And yeah, so this is where we're going to put this one, and then we'll put that on here so you can see how that is going to be. So you only want glue on that little triangle, okay? So you can see that only on that. And then this will get glued to the bottom, and it will sit up kind of on an angle in toward whatever's going to be in the front here. Okay, and then this one will sit outward. We could make it go the other way, but I already turned it the opposite direction accidentally. And then, oops, sorry about that. Then you may want to figure out exactly what you want to use as your stoppers to hold the easel part up. And so this one is going to go right here. But maybe I should do it on the other ways. Just, you know, it's only paper. You can take it, fix it, do whatever you want with it. So maybe we should do that. You make a mistake, so what? It's paper. It doesn't matter. Just fix it. It's paper. Oops, I'm sorry. I keep bumping into my camera. So now this one will sit there. So this will come in at an angle here. This one will come in at an angle here. And then you have the middle one, which you can put whatever you like to on it. Maybe we'll try this Live, Love, Lake on it. And then we'll find some stickers that we'll use as holding spots to keep it held up. Where would you put your sentiment? You can write it on the back. You can write it on a piece of paper and put it in with the card if you would like to do that. Now, there are other ways to make a triple easel card. This is just how I've made mine, and I've had some people ask me to show them how I did mine. So this is how I did mine, and this is how the simplest way, I guess, to do it. So then on the middle one, you only want to put the glue on the bottom half. Okay. And then you stick your card front on there. So then it'll all sit up like so. And yeah, that's how it'll sit up. Let's put on, I know I have a couple fishing stickers that I'd gotten recently. So we'll put a couple of them on. Might as well do the whole card with you, right? So these stickers here, like I'd rather be fishing, we could put that down. And what I would do is I would put it on a piece of cardstock, and then like so, and then maybe just fish tail or dovetail and make it a ribbon type. Now you can make it stand out if you want by adding a lighter color underneath, a different color underneath. Let's see. That's nice, right? So I'll show you what it'll look like in a second. Let's tape that down. And then we want to pop it up, so you need some pop dots or foam or whatever you use to pop your elements up. Now I use dollar store foam tape and it works very good. Have not had any issues with it. So here, let's pop this up, and that'll go right there. Let's okay, once it works itself out a little bit, it'll be fine. So then how about this fish? Let's see. We'll put it on here. Okay. And we'll do a rough cut around it, and we'll pop it up. If you have watched me till this point, thank you very much. It's been a long time since I've done a really in-depth tutorial. If you were skimming through and you're like, yeah, whatever, and you went on about whatever it was you were doing, I'm okay with that. You do what you got to do. A lot of chit-chatting is probably not for everyone, and I get it. I actually have an autistic son, for those of you who don't know, and all he does is chit chat, and I'm done. You know, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done. So, that'll go like so. And then, what do you say we do this? It's a keeper. I like that one. And then we'll do the same thing with this one as we did with I'd Rather Be Fishing. We will back it with the brown stripe, and we will dovetail, make it like a ribbon. And it's paper, it's for a man. They, unless they are meticulous, they don't really look that deep into the card. I mean, some may, but my guy, he won't. So I'm not overly sensitive to making it absolutely positively perfection for him, because he'll keep it. He's sentimental like that, but he won't look any further into it. It's not that he wouldn't want to, it's just that he won't. He'll be like, nice card. You thought about me on Father's Day and you made a nice fishing card. Thank you. And of course I'll give him a little something, gift card or something for him to use for him to buy some fishing stuff, because that's what he does. He loves to fish. He'd be fishing today if he didn't have to go to sleep because he worked. So, yeah. Okay. So, let me clean this up. I'll show you how it closes. And then from there, you can do it however you like. This is just the gist of what I like to, how I've done mine, and you can you know, elaborate on it or not. And if, you know, I might add some more decorations or something to it, because it seems to like need some color. But it closes like this. Okay. And let me try to get this really good and burnished here. And then this is how it closes. So if you were going to make an envelope, you have to make it, you have to hand make, you know, you have to figure out your dimensions on it. So this will go like so. And this one will go up like that. And then that'll go like that. So this is how it looks when it's completed. And from the side, I'll turn it so you can see the side view is like that, and then the back is like that. And then here's the front again. Okay. So then you can write your sentiment here. This was, I am going to give this to my husband after I do a little some other things to it. And if you'd like to see that when I finish, I'll show it to you. But this is basically the way it's going to look when you complete it. Now, you can do them all straight instead of, turning the end ones in. You can do them all like you do the middle one. You can add more. You can take the short ones, make them lower. It's all up to you on how you want to do it. And you can also look on Pinterest to find some more inspiration. This was just something that I wanted to try, and I think that it came out really cute. And I know it's for a man, so it's probably not cute for him, but anyway. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.